Hello, let's get that viewfinder back on. Alright, welcome back. It's been a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. And my head's completely out of this, so I need to remind myself of what we're doing. I know we're in the middle of reviewing this CocoaPods downloader port. That is to say this PR, but there's a few other eye-catching PRs in here. I really want to get my hands on this biome PR. And of course, from Johan, we've got another file ported, and we've also got another one from Meadwire, who I know watches these streams. But yeah, let's get into things. Oh, I should probably explain why all this. There's no real reason, I just like it. So, off we go. Let's see, where was I? So I know I did a quick look. Oh, I've got a chat, but chat's broken on OBS. Hang on. It says there's a message. Alright, let me actually visit my URL and see this in a real browser, because I can't see messages. Copy link. Grab that. Jeez, I'm not even signed in. It's gonna be annoying. Alright, it's just, I think it's some kind of message from YouTube to me. Don't know why it said chat rate 1. Anyway. So, we were in the middle of this. This has changed since the last few... Did I change that? Yes, that was me who changed that. There's nothing new. So, I'm just going to look down this PR and see if I had any review comments. That would help me get my bearings, because it has been a while. Oh yeah, it's the exec A business. Oh boy. Right, so the whole thing about exec A is it's the equivalent of child process .exec for, so that's what Ruby has. But they've what CocoaPods has done is they've wrapped it with, and I think they might even hook the logs. So we're going to have to figure out the best way to proceed on that. But to be honest, just in the interests of keeping things moving quickly, I might just say whatever, let's have something in and let's move on to bigger fish and come back to that later, because there are so many things to unblock at the moment. Right, so I guess we'll just do a code style thing, just jump into these files and see if anything jumps out at us. It looks like the last files I was working on were base, executable, package.json. Oh, quite a few. Am I on the right commit? Yeah. I've seemed to have left a to-do message. Oh, hey, Leonardo. Yes. So I think, yes, we've got your PR to look forward to. I'm just getting through the PRs. Well, at least one PR from Johan first. So. execute command. Where were we here? I think we'll leave it, as I said, leave execute command for later and just review the less taxing things. What are all these default callbacks? That is strange, isn't it? It's a very un-JavaScript-y style. Okay. But it makes sense. So this is just CocoaPods doing something weird, I think, in the first place. So where I want a link to the actual CocoaPods repo. It's been a while since I had it open. That'll help. Hold up. Let's shove that in Firefox. So this was CocoaPods downloader. It has some default. We were looking for that base file. Is that going to be a lib/base? And I want to see that default callbacks and see what that actually resembles. Okay. So these default callbacks clearly come from somewhere else. Where are they hiding? No, not that. Ah, yeah, this is that weird thing where Ruby can augment a module from wherever. Oh boy, yeah, so each module augments execute command, quite possibly putting a sort of namespace on the logs. I really don't feel that adds much value for the complication of all the augmenting is doing. But let's keep looking. Check exit code. UI action. At the very least, I am gonna copy a link over to this so I don't lose it again. Okie dokie. Okay, yeah. That's an interesting pattern. So it's got its own default callbacks that one could override. Interesting. So should that be on the prototype or not? Base is an abstract class which is extended in a few places. Okay, was that part of this PR? Oh, hold on. Maybe that's easier to look at through here. So we've got base. Git extends base. It doesn't provide its own callbacks, does it? Okay. I want to see another example of something extending base. Just to understand how these callbacks kind of get assembled. Callbacks. So does anyone override these callbacks? Ah, UI callbacks. So downloader is one example. Okay. This for target thing, does this give me... This is very meta. Oh dear. I think even if that's a direct translation of the Ruby, that's a bit head spinning. So this one might be worth turning into... Oh, that's pretty cool. At least they're strongly typed, that's nice. Okay. Class for options. So in CocoaPods downloader, yeah, that's how they do it. That's so weird. Ah, sorry, that was the pull request, of course. So in the actual CocoaPods downloader, if you look at CocoaPods downloader in the Ruby code, okay. Right. So self refers to the class downloader. I feel then, or the module downloader. So we could express this as a function. We could express this as a static function on a class called downloader or a constant object. Hello, F1. I never really know what to do about expressing module whatever with a self dot whatever. How do you turn that into JavaScript idiomatically? So Johann's gone for just a function which is not exported. I think it's fine not to export it just yet, if we don't know yet whether it's going to be used outside of this module. Okay. One thing we could do here is if there's no option, if there's no options.length, but beyond that, I'm not really adding much value here. At this point, I'm possibly bike shedding. Maybe this is as good a way as any to represent things. So let's try not rocking the boat. Let's just try getting through these views, I guess. So class for options is used here. Pre-process options is used in downloader, which indicates that, is that possibly a circular dependency? So pre-process options is pulled out of CocoaPods downloader. It'd be nice to break that cycle. At the same time, let's just focus on getting this PR merged because there's quite a lot of PRs to get through at this point. Let's see. So this seems to be complaining about something. So this is correctly giving a promise for a response. Is it the same kind of response? Yes, it's not. It's not from your usual like libdom.d.ts. Maybe I'll make this text bigger, just for everyone's sake. Thank you for your perseverance. So we are going to download a pod, and it's complaining that it's missing the following properties from type response: location, spec, checkout options. And why is that? So this thing's called response, and this comes from CocoaPods source downloader response, whereas this returns a response that comes from CocoaPods source downloader response. So I don't see why that's failing. But we looked at cached pod. How about uncached pod? Is that returning a different kind of response? No, it's coming from the same place. So what is the problem? Location, spec, checkout options. Is that just because this needs to be a promise response? Okay. Right, in that case, this needs to be A-rated, I guess? Yes, okay, cool. Ah, okay, maybe this is something I changed. Maybe... I think I made some of these asynchronous last time I was looking at this. Okay, cool. Can't find the name pod source preparer. Where do you live? Okay. That's clearly going to be made later. So the problem here, that location may be null. Is that what's going on? Yeah. So if you've got a target and you've got a location, and the target is not the same as the location, I think because we're going into closure here, we've lost... Yes, okay. So it can no longer assure that result.location hasn't changed the moment you go into that closure. Hey, Cesar Layton, how's it going? Let's grab that and turn that into a that, and oh, this is hard. Why is there a comma there? Dare I? Got a backtick there. And there. What's the problem? That looks okay to me, to be honest. That's so strange. Hold on. Okay, it's this UI dot. What was that before? So this is source downloader. CocoaPods source downloader. So we don't actually look in the CocoaPods downloader package. We confusingly have to go up to CocoaPods, look at CocoaPods itself, then look at lib downloader. Oh no. No. Maybe it's CocoaPods core. This is always very confusing. CocoaPods core, lib, core, downloader, yeah, around here. Well, there's one way to find it. We can search their entire organization for that string. Blast. Maybe just when caching? Not in CocoaPods core, but in organization. There we go. Must provide a cache path when caching. So how? They've got this message, copying whatever to whatever. Let's just jump in there, close that tab. UI path target. Aha! What is that? I've never seen that. That's clearly a Ruby thing. Does anyone in chat know what it means in Ruby when you just put a symbol and a space and another symbol like that? So path, I assume, is something like a wrapper around a string. And then the target is probably some property or method you can call on it. I mean, we could just try. Maybe that'll do. So the message starts there, ends there, and then UI message. Does UI message take like 2 arguments? You have a prefix. So maybe this acute arrow is some sort of prefix? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. I think that might explain it. And then the next argument would be relative indentation, which would be 0. And then we've got the callback. Cache read lock location. Cool. Remove sync. Copy sync. Sounds good to me. Alright, I think we've done some benefit there. Specification. What's wrong with that? Come on, it could be specification or no. I mean, you select to no. Oh, it's unicorn. I'm going to stop that right now. Unicorn. Yes. Unicorn / no null. No null. Oh, actually no. We decided we do want to go with that. So this is undefined. Fine by me. Spec. Okay. Sandbox. Where do we find that? Okay. User interface. So at this point, downloader is kind of, could be worse. We've got a couple of things redlined because we still need to implement Sandbox and pod source preparer, but I think this is a great step forward. So let's just take downloader. As for user interface, I do not know. So this is a set. Well, if just surely you can get things out of this. Let's just make a set 2, and this time it's a set which isn't of unknown type, it's a set of string. And if you do set 2.get, no? How do you normally get things out of a set? Add clear delete. What am I missing? Is this some weird set we've made up ourself? Collection. Add, clear, delete for each has. Okay, so only maps have got get, and with set you just check the existence of something at all. I suppose that makes sense because you never need to get something from the set because either you're adding stuff in or you've already got it. So, what was the intention of this? So actually, rather, this should be a map. Maybe that's fix me. But then who's using that? Print the text representation of a given set. Oh, right. So a set would normally have the name of a pod. Okay, no, this is not a normal set. This is a set that comes from specification. Not spec, but specification. Okay. And that comes from core. Do we have a core package? Oh, sweet. Oh, we actually have this. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, so we import from CocoaPods core. First we need to add that to the include CocoaPods. Let's have clear in there. Bum-ba-dum-ba-bum. Save and dependency on @repo/CocoaPods core @star. I'm just going to cd into packages /CocoaPods. And then install it. I swear this normally works, right? Add repo/CocoaPods core. Right, pm npm install from that. That should work, right? Cannot set properties null. So what actually was the problem here? We've got packages that are already importing from each other, right? Packages, CocoaPods downloader. Maybe it's a peer? If I take that out, can it install in the first place? Okay. And now it can't. Alright, fine, fine. That doesn't make any sense. But that worked. Package log, let's just check whether that actually successfully installed the repo subpackage. Yes, I dare say it did. So, I mean, I suppose we could do a greater than equal to 0.1. That's more responsible. I still make it's all immaterial. Sound this time. Yes, K's. It is the daytime, so I can use my microphone. How are you? What have you been up to, K's? Let's see. You've got that. Index.js. Why did I end up with an index.js and no index.ts? Alright, you are now at index.ts. And you are going to export from ./set. Do we have to write .js everywhere in this repo? I think we do. There you go. We've got access to set now. We're only using the type. Oh, there's not a generic set. Okay. Oh, I don't know whether this should be generic. It doesn't actually look very generic at all. So, it is not. Thus, we go back to where we were. I'm just as lost as you are. Hang on. Close that off. Close that. User interfaces are no longer generic. It is a special kind of set. It does have get, though. Is that just private in set.ts? Get. Name. Name. That's public. Set, get. Oh, right. That. I see. Yes. Phew. Better. Okie dokie. I've got no idea what that. Oh, puts. yes, if that was that, then you... Okay, I can see why that was going to be the case. We are going to have set versions, first version, dollar up, versions dot at naught. Is that probably what I want? I would hope. I mean, I suppose worst case scenario, we end up writing out undefined into this. Yeah, if I were writing this from scratch, I'd have better guards on all of this, but yeah. There is a potential in the original code that you look for your first version, and there is no first version, and there's no safety guards around that, so yeah, we're just going to print out undefined if there is no version otherwise. Okay, so we've done all of that bit. Let's bring this in here. Specification, no, where was I? So if the mode is like that, then we return. But if it's not that mode, then we do all of this stuff. I don't think we've implemented specification yet. To do implement the rest. Okie dokie. Moving on. Take an array of unknowns. These are going to be an array of things that have a toString method on them, which in JavaScript is everything, but there's some cases in this code base where there's like a customized toS method, so I don't yet have a great convention for handling that. Presents a choice among the elements of an array to the user. Chomp, that sounds fun. So what even is this doing? Array dot for const item of array dot entry. If we do this, actually, there's your index, there's your item. UI dot use interface dot puts. It's going to be index plus 1 is going to be the item. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Item type of item equals object, and oh boy. Well, yes, it's unknown, but it's also a type object, so... Okay. Type of item function. Oh, this is absolutely horrific. String. Yeah, so this is all because of the difference between stringification between Ruby and JavaScript. This is disgusting. This is just disgusting, but we'll shove it in there for now. Doesn't exist. Well, yes, it is possibly null, that's true. If type of item is object and item does not equal null. Oh, Jesus, it's disgusting. Oh my god. Let me remind myself how this works. We've got constant a, which is null, a.toString. It doesn't like that, but it does like... it's that weird hinting thing, so I'm... Yeah, we'll do this. That's just how it's gonna have to be. Allows us to call the custom to s method oh, disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. So, we've done that. Where was I? Okay, and then we do user interface dot puts the message itself index const index equals UI dot get is this some kind of slice thing? Chomp to index. What is that? Ruby chomp to index. What does that mean? Yes, got other people saying to index. The way to use to index is hard to understand, so please explain. How long am I in for? I should probably spend a bit more time reading it. They have official Ruby docs in Japanese. Oh, to I is to integer, not to index. Okay. Well, these are some very nice examples. But what is chomp? String class. Do we have a chomp? Chomp is trim. Chomp, chomp, chomp. And then to index. To integer. That's just parsing, isn't it? Why you not like that? Okay, fine. We'll quick fix that. got the index. Okay. And we take away 1. If index is less than 1 or index is greater than array.length minus 1, then we raise some kind of error. Throw new error. Link. Array.length. Okay. Otherwise, you return the index. Sweet. All right, we've finished implementing one of these. That's good. Okay. I feel like we're going a little bit off track because porting this user interface file is not part of the PR. It just kind of caught my eye when I saw all the red lines, but that's eyes on the prize. What do we actually need to review here? That's probably quite a long discussion. File locking. Okay. I mean, we could do file locking. That's a fair bit of code to port there. Is there anything else I can be reviewing instead? Specification doesn't exist yet. Result location. Why doesn't it want that used under? Yes, let's standardize on undefined location. It now takes string. I think if it's mandatory, you can't do the question mark, can you? Oh, you can. Sweet. Ah, no, that's what I was thinking of. So, okay. Any cases where these are null? Nope. So far, so good. Okay. To do port this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Cool. Looks good. It's a pretty JSON. I'm pretty sure we could get away with a JSON.stringify the value spec null 2. Hold up. Fine. Let's leave that. Come back to it. Yes, 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 yes. We do need to implement specification. That's, yep, there's a lot of things we need to implement. That's fine. And so I'm quite happy leaving that there for the time being. Port source preparer, port this. Okay, as long as there's a note to do that. If there's a JSON parser, we just return, we don't throw. Cached pod. Search the whole organization for cached pod. That's the one. if you've got a parser error, you return nil, which is correct now that we're standardized on undefined rather than null. So that is fine. Okay. Log file. We could come back to that later, I'm pretty sure. Or should we just do it? Implement a lock. Node.js file locking. There's options. Well, let's get through here. So if no callback, throw new error. No block given. Okay. The lock file is going to be location.lock, that's fine. The F is nil, what's F? File handle, I guess. Jeez, what's all this? Okay. Alright, you go in a loop, and if you've got a file object, then close the current one you've got. Go on to open off the lock file. Okay. What is flock? We need to implement cache as well. Oh, we've got. Ruby flock. Node flock. Nice to have one of those. Well, that sounds good. We could just use flock like this, yes. I think we'll treat ourselves to that. So PM, no, it's npm. We're in CocoaPods. You install, save, node flock. And even if we don't end up using this in the end, I think it's just nice to have something concrete that we can call. Import from node flock. 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 Come on, don't be shy. What have you got? Flock, you don't have any static functions. flock. Save dev type slash node flock. If we're lucky. Nope. We can make types. I'd rather not though. So one of the things I hate the most in TypeScript is import. What's this? Oh, come on. I know. For a start, this project doesn't even have a tsconfig, so let's do this. Okay. Ambient.dots. There we go. Import flock from node flock. What does node flock look like? And of course I can't go back to the original implementation anymore because this is... Come on. Go to source definition. There we go. It's going to have a class called flock, which has a constructor, which has a start function. Where's your function? Seriously? Right, start function is going to be void options is going to be that. It's got a start method which returns void. Got a restart method which returns void. It's got a kill method. It's got running which returns boolean. It's got underline listen which is void. It's got fork. It's got quite a few of these. Right. Fine. Not quite. Void. I'm gonna assume they're all private, but who knows? And then is that how you write it? Export equals flock, something like that. And it's got these defaults that get used internally. It's got options, which are going to be like this. But these are optional because the default fills them all in. Okay, start function. Start function. What? Okay. I think we need to see the implementation again. Whoops. So, node flock. Go to source definition. Come on. That is so strange because the docs do not match up. This suggests you actually create an flock before you use it, which we can try. New flock. Then it says we can lock and upgrade and unlock. None of these exist. I think node flock is different to what we've installed. Version 0. Well, if that's out of sync with the docs, that's a very bad sign. Chance of it actually working when installed is also quite low if it's a 5-year-old repo. Come on. GitHub dying. I think we'll commit a few things and we'll set that aside for now. So various edits. Okay. Let's get that into that as well. And then we can actually let's uninstall flock. Uninstall no flock. Okay. Cache. Good. Amend the last commit. Hold up. Take ambient out of the last commit. And then install it again. Wait, no, just node flock. Okay, we'll forget all about f-locking for now. Move on to the other files. So, downloader. That's quite a few files to review. SCP. This is one thing I often want to express in TypeScript, but it doesn't let you. I want to say, here's all types of the known keys, and assume everything else takes, you know, this type or whatever it may be. But TypeScript doesn't like that, because the way to satisfy it here would be to go or string or boolean. I think, so that it can match each of these, but it's not liking that either. So I think would this help? It's probably me who turned it into string to string. What if we said the base would accept string or boolean or number? So these are all things that are stringifiable. Come on, what's wrong with that? Okay, you need a string or boolean or number. There we go. List options.commit. What's wrong with that? It's right there. It's, come on. Will that work? Can I just do this? Fine. So that's really just to satisfy TypeScript. Alternatively, could we do a declare? No. Fine. Unnecessary extra function call, but whatever. This options is going to be array key. Oh, that's weird. Check out options. So maybe this should actually be protected. All right, hold up. It's really annoying to express this. Hang on. So, base can go here. We need to be able to override this options with a more specific type. And then the get options will be like this, which means that the type, the type for this is generic, so that should be getting filled in. So what is the problem? So we don't need to change that, and we don't need to change this either. That's what we need to change. Okay, so that does need to become underline and then protected. And then we just do this. Okay. And then instead of it being, because it can never be null. If you've got options.commit, do we want to say that if you've got a trophy commit or a trophy tag, would that be enough? I think that's fair enough. It doesn't have. We don't have to do the comparison against where it's sort of null or undefined. I think just if it's a lengthy string, that'll be enough. Okay. What's it complaining about here? Oh. It does exist, huh? What is the problem? Oh, this dot underline options dot submodules, okay. If the is nullish, I think we can maybe do it. If v is trophy, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, if v is a lengthy string, then include it, otherwise don't. So we already know these are going to be strings. So I think we just need to return that. That's cool. If you've got a match, if you've got no branch name, return return match. If you've got a match at all, then return the match. That's the wrong way around, isn't it? So if the match is trophy, I think we just return that. Return that. Commit can be like this. Nope, that's the wrong way around. Commit. Okay. Yes, options. Oh, that's done. The base type expects to return what exactly? Promise void, okay. Ah, okay. Should really have a async way of doing command. But okay. Fine. Downloading a file is synchronous, but it's synchronous through curl, so you get a progress bar the whole way. That's fine. Okay. Moving on, list options. These all become like that. If you've got that, we do this. Change that to undefined. Undefined. That's kind of nice. I like the else ifs for that. So let's just keep on. It's going to be. These types are so dumb. Okay. One more bit of red line, what's wrong with that? Okay, I think we got rid of quite a lot of red line. Remote file options. SCP remote file used to be git gem version. Okay, gem. It's fine. SCP remote file used to be gem. Request. Boolean defaults to false, so we can do that. Okay. Spec. Yeah, we'll implement that later. Spec, and then you get tsconfig, JSON, node next. Yeah, that looks good. How did that end up there? Maybe I put that there. Oh, I see. Right. That's why that is there. Use the same message. Use it again. Push, push, push. Okay. I think at this point I am just going to accept this because I've already done a good few hours reviewing this and better in than out. So let's just take it as it is right now. Thanks for this PR. Merge pull request. Can I merge with a comment? I guess not. Merge. Delete the branch. Oh! Use biome. That's good. Right then, I think as it's probably been a good hour or two, I'm gonna take a break there. But thanks for coming along, and we'll eventually get through it. But yep, feel free to join next time.